Yo, what's up, everybody? Woo! That was John Carpenter, Halloween theme music. Hope you guys are doing well. Welcome back, another week, another day of hacking. Today, again, right, based on last time, we completed our Windows and with that, our pre-security 101. Now we are going a bit forward. We are going to go a bit more, I will say, skill-wise, a bit more harder with time, right? Because today we are going to cover something from cybersecurity 101 path from TryHackMe. Even though if you might remember, right, I did cover Hack the Box AI, but a bunch of those stuff was a lot theoretical. Hardly it was practical, so with time I probably have to go through it, come up with the points and then explain to you what they are saying. But that's a bit far in the future because I wanted to keep on with my promise of working towards Cybersecurity Penetration Tester 1 certificate by TryHackMe, and that's why we are going to do that today and follow that same path. And let me just share my screen here and show you what I'm talking about and where we at. So we were working towards our Junior Penetration Tester 1 certificate by TryHackMe. It's the new one, so if people don't know, right, let me just share here. Good part is I have two screens, so it's way easier to look at things. With this we went through pre-security. We covered every single pre-security path in which section 1, the introduction to cybersecurity, network fundamentals, how the web works, Linux fundamentals, and Windows fundamentals, right? We covered all that, but now the time is to cover cybersecurity 101 in the recommended learning. If you go cybersecurity 101, this is interesting because a bunch of it is we already covered, but this one covers certain skills, certain topics which we never covered during our pre-security, and they are very important. For example, we have search skill, which is also called dorking, using Google search and dorking, finding links. That's how people were able to enter into various WhatsApp groups because of those links, right? Active Directory we will cover, scripting, and a bit more deep dive into networking, which is very important, along with cryptography, exploitation, metasploit. So a lot of practical stuff will be coming. Good part with that will be, if we will be almost after every single one of them, right? Almost after every single one of them, we will be able to hit 1 or 2 rooms and challenges, CTF challenges, to go through these stuff, right? And so that's what is the plan as of now, right? Hopefully this stays. And yeah, that's all from my side. And let's get deep dive into search skills. Learn to efficiently, let me make sure it's, learn to efficiently search the internet and use specialized search engines and technical documents. Easy, 60 minutes, right? Start the attack box. Introduction. A quick Google search. Let me open this in a separate window as soon as it comes. Separate window makes life easier and much. I like that way. Okay, a quick Google search for Learn Cybersecurity returned over 600 million hits, while a search on Learn Hacking returned more than double that number. The number might have grown even further when you go through this result or this room. We are surrounded by information. Do you prefer to surrender in the face of information overload and accept do you prefer to surrender in the face of information overload and accept the first few results you get, or do you like to acquire the necessary search skills to find and access what you are looking for? This room aims to help you with that, right? With the latter. Learning objective, the goal of this room is to teach, evaluate the information sources, use search engines efficiently, explore specialized search engines, read technical documentation, make use of social media, and check out news outlets. So all these are interesting, right? Like evaluate source information, like because with AI, one of the biggest criticism for it was we don't know where the information is coming, so we cannot validate whatever internet is saying. Is it even true? No, whatever, right? With that, it will be nice to know where the information you are getting. So if you're forming opinion, it is true. Search engines efficiently, Google dorking, a very beautiful skill, especially if you are in tech, any type of tech, right? You are a developer or anything in tech. Explore specialized search engines. So this will be interesting too. There are certain special search engines for specific tasks. Read technical documentation needed. Make use of social media. Check news outlets. Check how many results you get when searching for learn hacking. At the time of writing, we get 1.5 billion results when searching on Google. Okay, so let's do that. I want to see total results. Where do I see? Total results after searching. Google. The number appears up here. Doesn't appear for me, so I think they have stopped doing that. Okay, there's a limit to a number of Google search when you choose to display. Okay, I think this is like all gone. This information where it used to be on Google at how many it came is gone. But can we see? By the way, I've already tried several post solutions. Okay. By the HTML, let's see if we can. Okay, with SOAP you can probably go through. If you want to see how many results will come, you can probably do this. I am not going to do it, or maybe we can quickly do it. So let's go online, sandbox, and the cops are already here. Peace out, guys. I think that's how I'm here. Not the sandbox game. I'm sorry about this. I don't have any control over that. Okay, start for free. Let's see. Python. Open a template. Let's see if we can quickly get the result what we want by running something online. Main.py. No, run Python beautiful. Okay. I don't want to start it. If you have to sign in, I think you guys can do it. I don't want to. The code is probably I can just share with you guys here. Is there no point? I can send you the link. Easy. There is no point in actually like running these things, or maybe I can just run here quickly if needed. Let's see if we can see billions of results we will get in a quick second. Here's the link though if you guys want and if you're curious. Okay, Sublime Text open. One day it will open. At least terminals opened up. Yeah, you guys can see this. So nano.py. Probably have to download beautiful SOAP. Let's see. Learn hacking. Okay, so query is this. Okay. Python 3 test.py. Probably beautiful soap will give error or runtime here, no attribute text. Pip install. Oh, not soap, soup. Successfully installed it. Requests. Should be installing pip 3. Okay, let's see. Downloading. Okay, see below. Okay, let's see. Install re. Requests as well. Re is the, I think, this one. So okay, something else is the issue. I thought it might be the reason, might be because something is not available, but okay. So here the issue is coming. Re find all. Okay. And it says attribute error. Let me just make sure you guys can see properly and things are not getting in between because of the captions. Okay, hopefully that's better. Yeah, let me just check. Can you guys give me a thumbs up too if this is better? Or you want a bit more up? I can do that as well. Okay. So none type objects has attribute result text. Okay. Has no attribute text. Make it a bit bigger. Okay. So this div is giving, it's not able to give. So let me just ask Perplexity to help me with this. My spaces hacking, fix this code. As I am getting copy. Let's see if this will return me whatever I want. Means div is return none as div.txt is failing because div doesn't exist. HTML is dynamically generated and often uses JavaScript. Also, scraping Google is against the terms of service. Change the markup frequently discourage. Okay. Okay, I need the API key. User agent query. Undo scrape not recommended. You'll need to update parsing the HTML. Okay, let's just scrape it and see if we. I don't think just one test will make a big deal. So I'll go with nanotest2.py. Then python 3 test2.py. Let's see. Okay, so basically the reason it's not coming, they have changed their method, they have changed how things work, so we can just skip this part. Basically what they're asking is how many results. Earlier it used to come when you do a, let's say, a quick Google search is learn hacking. It used to come here with like, okay, how many results found and blah blah blah. Not coming anymore. Google have changed their system, which is fine. We don't need it. We'll work towards the task to evaluation of search results. So on the internet, and we can see various like golden bucket. Oh, this might be because of the, you remember the wood cutter like story, the golden axe, the silver axe, and the wooden axe. I think it's probably referring to that. On the internet, everyone can publish their writings. It can be in form of blog posts, articles, or social media posts. It can be even in more subtle ways, such as by editing a public wiki page. This ability makes it possible for anyone to voice their unfounded claims. Everyone can express their opinion about best cybersecurity practices, future programming trends, and how to best prepare for a DevOps interview. It is our job as a reader to evaluate the information. We will mention a few things to consider when evaluating information. Source: identifying the author or organization publishing the information. So when you are publishing, let's say, a research paper, a white paper, it's important to know who is publishing it. So you know if proper checks were made, proper proper experimenting was done. And this was one of the biggest thing with AI, especially like, you know, IBM Watson, that they found somebody with cancer, but the AI developers could not tell why the AI is saying that this person has cancer. So this source, helping getting the source, is very important. Consider whether they are reputable and authoritative on the subject matter. Publishing a blog post does not make one authority on the subject, because anyone can make a YouTube video, anybody can do live stream, right, and all those. Yo Rabbit, what's up, bro? What's up? I'm doing good, brother. How are you? I'm good. I'm doing super good. Nice to see you. I was wondering where you were. I'm so happy to see you, mate. You know, interesting thing what happened over the weekend? I got a strike from Hack the Box because of Fluffy. But the team, I have to give a big shout out to Hack the Box, because I messaged the person. I'm like, hey, sorry, I didn't know much, and I will take them down. They said that's fine. A lot of people, it happens. We will remove the strike once the Fluffy is in retired machine. I was like, okay, great. Big kudos to Hack the Box and Mitch at Hack the Box. Good guy. So just something interesting that happened over the weekend on the Saturday night, I believe. So it's such interesting. Yeah, Hack the Box is very friendly. TryHackMe is pretty good too. Like, I had their things, but Hack the Box is way too fast when it comes to reply. They replied within like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of me sending this on the weekend. I was like, wow. Solving these offensive security labs, I'm still keep stucking on the Active Directory boxes. You are getting stuck again and again. It's good. It's okay though. Like, that's how you learn, right? If you don't get stuck, you know there's that's a good thing, because you know there is something to learn, and because there is something to learn, you know you have to work hard. It would be very terrible if you the labs you are doing, you are able to ace through those quickly, but then it's in the exam you are like, hey, I never encountered this particular problem. So it's a good thing, right? It's positive, and I'm happy you're making progress through it. We are making progress through our PT1 penetration tester 1 certificate, so hopefully this is good. But how was your weekend? How is everything going? Okay. Oh, by the way, let's get back. Let's complete these. One thing with OSCP is the resources on TryHackMe and Hack the Box are way different from OSCP exam. Probably, yeah. Yeah. It's very like, it's weird and bad. Yeah. There is a thing with like cybersecurity is like, singing at this point, and these exams are like singing in singing industry or music industry. Some people say only like, because some people don't consider rap as a music, right? If you go to India, a lot of people who were like singers of their time don't like rap. They think rap is a disgusting thing. But I'm like, you know what? Rapping is pretty fun. It's rhythm still. So there is like music industry. If you see security is like that. Why I bring that out? Because everybody have their own opinion on what should be like learn more from. This perspective how offensive security sees pen testing is different from how Hack the Box and TryHackMe see. It's whole different. Yeah. Because hacking is more like an art, in my opinion, right? It's just me, or maybe other people agree. Like hacking is like an art, so people have their own opinions, have their own way of seeing it. But as an industry, there should be certain standards for sure. As an industry, there should be certain standards, and that's the problem with these things which we are facing, because so many certifications are out, but when you are hiring, you don't know which one to pick for. So they just say, oh, which one is the oldest one? Oh, offensive security, yeah, we'll use that. That's why like when human resource start putting these things out, it just makes things go away worse. Yeah. Hey, but it's good. We are here again. We are going to keep grinding. Nothing can stop us. Okay. So as we were talking, right, evaluating the information sources is a very important thing, right? Who is the author or organization publishing the information, like for example offensive security or the labs, who is behind it, who are posting those labs, whether those are actually genuine labs or those are patched systems, right? What is the reputation authority on their subject authoritative like what is their authority on that particular matter of subject, like what they are saying. Publishing a blog post doesn't make one an authority on that subject, right? You just can't take one class and say, oh, I'm a AI prodigy now. Evidence and reasoning. Check whether the claims are backed by credible evidence and logical reasoning. We are seeking hard facts and solid arguments. So like, there's so many people debate without the facts, so having a strong argument, having some credible sources behind you, always good. Objective and bias. Search skills as dorking and stuff. Yep. We are going to cover a couple of things because we have specialized search engines, reading technical documentation, using social media. So like a bit more than Google dorking, I will say. But good part is, I went through this part of CyberSecurity 101. A lot of skills, we can do at least one room on a lot of skills we are going to cover soon. Yeah, OSINT. There is OSINT, SHINT, right? On there. There is Google Dork is also on there. So we will be covering more because I have done some research. So it will be nice. It'll be nice. We will be learning a lot more together in the next few weeks. Objectivity and bias. Evaluate whether the information is present impartially and rationally, reflecting multiple perspectives. We are not interested in authors pushing shady agendas, whether to promote a product or attack a rival. This is what we talked about during AI 2027, where the agent was pushing shady agendas, or promoting certain tests and certain sources over others, which were getting it to the reward. So AI 2027 talks about this, the video. Corroboration and consistency. Validate the presented information by corroboration. What is this corroboration? Corroboration. Evidence which confirms and supports a statement. Okay. Credibility. from multiple independent sources. Check whether multiple reliable and reputable sources agree on the central claims. What do you call a cryptographic method or product organized considered bogus or fraudulent? What do you call a cryptographic method bogus or fraudulent? What is the name of the command replacing netstat in Linux? NS? No, netstat in Linux. Let's see. I don't know actually. Oh, by the way, another thing actually I wanted to talk about. You didn't see it, I didn't show, but I started organizing my stuff for the second brain thing I was talking about, creating my own second brain. So that's what I was focusing a bit over the weekend. So hopefully you will see a lot more of my stuff, and I will publish this so anybody can view my brain, second brain. So netstat. Netstat NS what would be here like this? These are two. So was that? So you I looked into it. Yes, it's important to use obesity and ability. Yeah. No, having a second brain, like able to like create a graph. So like here's the graph, right? Future is all about like, okay, try hack me. There will be so many links coming out of it, rooms, and then on those rooms they will be connected, let's say, to Active Directory. I can go to particular rooms. It will be, I think, very beautiful, especially helpful, I will say, for anyone who wants, like, a lot of people on Reddit are asking what is the what is a good one for this topic, easies and stuff. I think with this second brain we are starting for a whole PT1, right, will be very helpful to anyone, right? I just want to help people with this information. It's so much interesting to go over these things. But let's see, what do you call first netstat? Okay, common replacing netstat Linux. Netstat description. Let's see, also it should be in the also at the end. ARP, no, it's a 2-1, it's a 2-letter one. Netcat, ARP, ICMP. Chat equivalent. SS, socket statistics. Okay, I had no idea. Have you ever heard of SS, like socket statistics? That's crazy. Use your preferred search engine. Okay, wait, this is. What do you call a cryptography method or a product considered bogus or fraudulent? I have no idea. Use your favorite search engine. Method or a product considered bogus or fraudulent. Snake oil is a cryptographic method or product considered to be bogus or fraudulent. The name derives from snake oil, one of the type of patent medicine widely available. Okay. SSTLPN is full command. Okay, let's see. SSTLPN. Okay. Oh, okay, listening on this. Damn, bro. Nice. Need to keep an eye on this one. I have to organize a bunch of things after every So snake oil. Snake oil is very interesting word. I want to know more about it a little bit. Let's see. Snake oil. To look at any TCP port that might be open locally on the machine. Oh, okay. But have you heard about snake oil? Okay, snake oil. The term snake oil has since been established in popular culture as a reference to any worthless concoction sold as medicine, and has been extended to describe wide-ranging degree of fraudulent goods, services, ideas, and activities such as worthless, historic, or whatever in politics. That's interesting. Snake oil is in RDR2. Redemption. That's interesting. Snake oil game as well. This is actually hilarious. That's some funny thing. Like I would. That's such a funny thing to say. Okay, now let's talk about search engines. Every one of us has used an internet search engine. However, not everyone has tried to harness the full power of an internet search engine. Almost every internet search engine allows you to carry out advanced searches. Consider the following examples: Google, Bing, and DuckDuckGo. Okay. Oh wow, advanced search. All these words, this exact phrase, one of these words, none of these words, number ranging from itna to itna. Okay. Now, oh wow. Yo, okay, I'm sending this all. This is crazy good. I've never been to that page of Google. I knew there like exact searches and all those stuff was part of it with Google Dorking, but I've never been to a particular page with that. That's crazy. Save that, lads. Save that. Let's go on the Bing one. How this looks. So all the symbols and so I know these ones. I never went to a page like this specifically. Search keywords, contains, extension, file type. So this all you will get with the IP address. And let's see DuckDuckGo. Results, syntax. Okay. I will say Google was like easily a good one to go for, because then people can themselves do it. That's good. This is interesting. So like let's just go over like Google one, because I like this one compared to like reading through these. These are location, preference, site, hash feed, and all those stuff. Really good. Whereas this is like almost like SQL stuff we are doing. But then I like this one. This is such a good way for a user to use, because you can have domain last updated anytime. So if I want to search for, let's say, let's do a quick search which is interesting. So KO, I like to do, what is KO? Coca-Cola stock. The things are coming. So like there's, what's this called, their earnings are tomorrow. Any of these words, Coca-Cola, right? Let's say any language. I want English. And then region, I will say North America or America, United States, I guess. Let's see if there is any information about something that's coming in less than 12 hours, which can be useful. United States. Anywhere in the page, terms appearing anywhere in the page, file type, yes. Last updated past 24 hours. Let's see. Coca-Cola stock price news, right? 30 minutes ago. Went up after hours. Coca-Cola stock, Coca-Cola. All these are 3 hours, 5 hours. That's good. That's actually good. 41 minutes ago. Latest stock news. So this is a really good way to, like, if you want to look at a particular defense earning, Pawal remarks and all those stuff. So that's good. That's good. That's very interesting. Okay. So that gave us what we wanted. Now let's go over next. Let's consider search operators supported by Google. Exact phrase. Double quotes indicate that you are looking for pages with exact phrase or exact word or phrase. For example, one might search for passive reconnaissance, right? The whole phrase, to get pages with the exact phrase. So a page has to have passive reconnaissance as a phrase together. Cite. This operation lets you specify the domain, and you have to see cite with the. This is not an error. This is actually how it is. Cite with like this. Same with file type. You have to have those. I think colon. I think that's what that's called. Yeah, colon. The operator lets you specify the domain name to which you want to limit your search. For example, we can search for success stories on TryHackMe using site tryhackme.com success stories. So whatever success stories, whatever is that on the page, but it will only look for tryhackme.com or any of its like subdomains, like shop at tryhackme.com, any of the rooms, academy at tryhackme.com. The minus signs allow you to omit search results that contain a particular word or phrase. For example, you might be interested in learning about pyramids, but you don't want to view tourism websites. One approach is to search like with pyramids, negative tourism, or negative tourism pyramids. Both will work. File type, this is helpful because let's say if you want to look for certain particular PDF files, right? This has happened like so. File type plus site. If you want to use these two together, someone was able to look at some financial results or internal documents of certain companies which had their files stored on the S3 bucket of Amazon S3 bucket. Like if I go like site and I go s3.amazonaws.com and then I go like, let's say, file type PDF, and I go Netflix because I know Netflix has Amazon's Netflix uses Amazon, right, as their cloud provider. So if I go like this, see everything is PDF and it says all I have to have Netflix, and I can go like Netflix, and let's say instead of PDF I'm going for XLXS. What is the Excel extension? SX. My bad. So you see here, measure statistics. This is again contains Netflix. I get to see a retro media PDF document, user ID, this YouTube schema. So much information I can have about various series, titles, season. So many important information are out there. IMDb rating. And I'm not enabling this. I'm going to delete it right now. But yeah, this is how you can, let's say, search for internal configurations, search for internal, like, extra information. Like even with Excel files, I can see Netflix next quarterly, or I can look for Coca-Cola's this quarter's result. Maybe they might have configured it wrong, right? They might have configured it wrong. So I might be able to see something very important which I should not, because of simple misconfiguration. And that's why this file type and site sometimes is very important. You can do that with other clouds too, because they have similar offering. This search operator is indispensable for finding the files instead of web pages. Some of the file types you can search for using Google are the portable document format PDF, Microsoft Word document, Doc, Excel, XLS, and Microsoft Word PowerPoint presentation, PPT. For example, to find cybersecurity presentation, try searching for file type PPT and cybersecurity. Let's do a quick search on this. So we have cybersecurity, the laws that govern incident responses, introduction to cybersecurity by City of LQ, I don't know, University of something something. So all this will have George W. Bush White House archives. So very interesting stuff you can find if you know what exactly to Google, or you're ready to like take a deep dive into the internet. You can check more advanced controls in various search engines in this advanced search operators list. However, the above provides a good starting point. Check your favorite search engines for the supported search operator. And this list here, I'm logged in, so let me start this. Mailboxes, messengers, cloud storage, operating systems. Okay. So we have search engines. Google. Let's say if I go on this website, Boolean strings, the URL, okay, file types, site. So we can have cache, show a page copy in the index. Interesting stuff. So we can look way more into it. We can have cache and all those stuff. So the name of it is Advanced Search Operators List of links to the documents for different services which explain using of advanced search operators. So here we go. I'll give you this quickly and then we can move forward. Oh, I don't know, my stomach hurts right now. How would you limit your Google search to PDF file containing the term cyber warfare report? So cyber warfare report, that will be a quick search. This will be cyber warfare report, but I want file type PDF and then the search. What phrase does the Linux SS socket stand for? That is, I think, SS. So socket statistics. Okay, beautiful. Specialized search engines. So this is interesting because Shodan, I don't know if you remember this war that was going on. PewDiePie versus T-Series. So during this time, right, what one guy did is printer hack. So this is a very interesting thing, how PewDiePie and T-Series led to 50,000 printers to send print commands to support PewDiePie. What happened?
November of 20.
What happened was somebody using Shodan search for printers and their open ports, and then he started saying unsubscribe to T-Series, subscribe to PewDiePie, share awareness for the issue, save PewDiePie, tell everyone you know, seriously, bro fist. So this was printed out to around 50,000 printers worldwide. Make sure your printers are secure, because Shodan, there are certain search engines way more powerful than Google for specifically these type of things. And with IoT, Google, your Apple Watch, Google home devices, your doorbells, right? Everything is like on internet now. You are familiar with the internet search engines. However, how much are you familiar with specialized search engines? But by that we refer to search engines used to find specific type of results. Shodan. Let's start with Shodan. Let's go here. A search engine for devices connected to the internet. So your phone, my phone, your computer, laptop, watches, your fridge, right? All those things. It allows you to search for specific types and versions of servers, networking equipment, industrial control devices, and IoT devices. So your drones too. You may want to see how many servers are still running Apache 2.4.1 with the distribution across the countries. To find the answer, we can search for this Apache 2.4.1, which will result the list of servers with the string this in their header. Because in the header, when we are sending and receiving information, this is very much interesting. So you guys can see we have one in Japan, a bunch of them are in Japan. Can I look for, oh, we have so much in Canada, India, China too, America has a lot, Russia has some. But interestingly, majority are in like Japan, then like, holy, Japan has a lot, Singapore, Great Britain, all these, that's interesting. And we have their IP addresses, so I can connect to them. And we have their URLs as well. Damn. What if, like, let's say I want to search for Windows 7 or Windows XP, the GOAT. Can I search for it? Will that return anything? Let's see. Oh my god. It did return. Oh, there is a lot of things. China is 35,000. And it says here, if you see, Windows XP, NTLM 15, United States, Strathmore Incorporated. Let's see what this company is. Strathmore Cloud for Businesses. This company is running Windows XP, bro. That's crazy. DigitalOcean, I think everybody knows that name. Very powerful, big one. That's crazy. And like, even if they are using top organizations, we have Arenum Computing. Let's go back. Google also has a bunch of XP running. Wow. Linode has a bunch. Korea. Okay. And then they wonder why we're getting hacked. It's like legit, there is one called Eternal Blue. Very powerful attack. Can break things down very fast. So that's like a very interesting, like in my opinion, is a crazy search engine. Shouldn't. And what are its prices? Maybe I can buy and we can play around with it. Send everybody. Subscribe to Censored Hacker. Like we can. It'd be interesting to just send that for fun. 1 million results per month. Eternal Blue won't work on even old machines though. Most are patched. Dude, I don't think most are patched though. I don't think so. Maybe they might be patched. A good amount of them might be patched, but I don't think, given how the world works, I hardly doubt they would be patched. I'm just saying. Just going to say that out loud. Because I will tell you why I am so confident about it. Because when the whole WannaCry started happening, right? Even after months, when the Windows update was pushed, still people were getting hacked. Months after it. If it's illegal to do it, or I would have done it, honestly. Maybe I might do it, just not online. I just might try to create a VPN server and see things work. But this is interesting indeed, though. You have to agree with that. We can even search, like, one thing should I search for it? No, let's not do that. Let's not give people a way to point fingers at me. Okay. Consider visiting students' search query examples. True, but like Windows, you say a push force update for like brutal vulnerability. Yeah, they do. I'll say that they did, but it wasn't there all the time. Was it? Windows, and you can stop them. Push force update. Does Windows 10 have force updates, including Windows 7? I don't think so. Windows haven't had that. How to force? Can I stop Can I stop Windows 7 from force update? Never check for updates, not recommended. Done. CVE 2025-53 is the best one. Okay, let's search for this one. Microsoft releases guide on exploitation. Okay. Deserialization of untrusted data in on-premise Microsoft SharePoint servers allow an unauthorized attacker to execute code over a network. Microsoft is aware of it. Exists in the wild. Microsoft is preparing for fully testing. Okay. Okay, let's see. This code is provided for education purpose only. The author does not whatever. Explain. Dude, if like Canadian cybersecurity vulnerability impacting Microsoft shares are, because I remember there was SharePoint issue. I didn't know exactly was this one. Details. On July 19, Microsoft published a customer guidance. Oh, right now. Plus mostly aren't patched. Yeah, that appears to be affecting all versions of on-premise servers. Is not impacted. Involves the deserialization of untrusted data in on-premise Microsoft servers, allowing to unauthorized attackers to execute code over a network. Is aware of this and exploitation happening in Canada. On July to today, released emergency patches for following versions of SharePoint. So it happened today. Good part is I don't have any. No patches available for this 2016. Wow. So that's interesting. If like governments are doing the references, cyber ops, end-device detection rate web shell dropped recent SharePoint attacks. Is wow. This is interesting. This is super interesting. Thank you so much for sharing it, Wait. This is nice, like to know what's going in the wild. So if we search, we can just like, because I know there is like push only will work, but there are certain ones you can like make sure it's not like you can't force update on it, right? The reason you can't force update, actually there's a good reason for it too, is because a lot of companies are very running like certain very important infrastructure related devices or code very tightly coupled with that particular operating system, and just one single update can break those, leading to millions of dollars of damage. So Microsoft says, hey, your fault. And that what happened with the CrowdStrike thing. Like if you remember last year, because of the CrowdStrike thing, when Delta was not able to fly other people, they pushed it on Microsoft and CrowdStrike, like Delta Airlines, and Microsoft said, hey, it's your fault, you are running old system. That's the whole at least I remember that happened. And we have a search query example: website that requires HTTPS connection. Okay, service that word Apache. So this is like an interesting one, and I'm damn sure there must be a excuse me port. These are open, so like there must be a CTF challenge, a room on this. That's for sure. Be nice. Now, port. Oh, login. Nah, I don't want to log in right now, or don't create account. But this is interesting, and you can check student trends for historical insight if you have a subscription. Historical insight, data export filter, threat intelligence for ages, hypothesis testing. That's amazing, man. What a product. I hacked a few Pak Gum websites back in the days, India and Pak, as India and Pak has bad. Oh yeah, remember I was talking about like world's best toilet paper and Pakistani flag was there. Perfect thing. Census. At first glance, Census appears similar to Shodan. However, Shodan focuses on internet connected devices and systems such as servers, routers, webcams, and IoT devices. So, Census, on the other hand, focuses on internet connected host, websites, certificates, and other internet assets. Some of its use cases include enumerating domains in use, auditing open ports and services, and discovering rogue assets within a network. You might want to check introductory use case. Wow. So I have IP services, IP host 226 million, virtual host 2.2 billion. Wow. Through use cases, available legacy search support, investigate indicator of compromise, enrich internal threats, timeline, understand global impact, map your external. Wow. Yo, need to go through these like one by one. I have to make like a bunch of notes after this one. And when they search, there is CentOS Linux. So many of their information about a particular thing in Jiangsu, China. Then we have for a domain in Brazil, Windows, Microsoft Windows, things that are open ports for Apache 2.4.1. Amazing. VirusTotal is my G. VirusTotal is my favorite website in cybersecurity. So people who don't know, VirusTotal is an online website that provides a virus scanning service for files using multiple antivirus engines. It allows users to upload files or provide URLs to scan them against numerous antivirus engines and website scanners in a single operation. They can even input file hashes to check the results of various uploaded files. The screenshot below shows the result of checking the submitted file against 67 antitrust engines. Furthermore, one can check the community's comments for more insight. So basically what it does, let's say if you have a file or somebody send you a URL and you don't want to click there or check the file, you can run through VirusTotal, you can upload it, and it will check for any viruses and tell you even a particular thing or a particular website or particular IP address in that thing you send is flagged from multiple engines like Norton, Kaspersky, and so many more, Malwarebytes. Occasionally, a file might be flagged as a virus or a Trojan. However, they might not be accurate for various reasons, and that's when a community member can provide more in depth. So you can look at community and related to a particular one, right? A zip file. Of course, if it like is flagged by so many, I'm not going to download it. Have IP Pod is another very beautiful website. Let me go through VirusTotal first to show you. VirusTotal, I had its subscription at one point because I liked it. I did some playing around. So you can search for upload a file, URL, and just search. Automate certain things and stuff like that. I hardly did automation. I just use file hashes, playing with things. Next, right? And let me give you guys these URLs which are interesting, so you don't come back at me and like, yo, send a URL. Here you go, buddy. Here you go for this guy too. And VirusTotal. Have I been pawned? Does one thing. It tells you if an email address has appeared in a leaked data breach. Finding one's email within the leaked data indicates a leaked information and, more importantly, passwords. What it means is that, say you can find you can type your email here, very secure websites is actually is by one of the Microsoft's top engineers. I forgot the name. I think it starts with P, Phil or something like that. But yeah, this guy goes through so many data breaches they find on dark web, creates database for it. So let's say if I go here and I search for my website, wrong place. I can search for a website. Let's say I search for, I don't want to search my own website. I will search for, let's say, Pichai at google.com. 2 data breaches detected for this. Pichai is the last name of Sundar Pichai, CEO. So 2 data breaches, and it tells you which one. February 2019. What was it, right? Then say again, B2B USA businesses 2017. So a bunch of those ones. These many accounts have been pawned, these many websites. So it has a lot of information. It's very secure website. Finding one email within the leak, right? Many users use the same password across multiple platforms. If one platform is breached, their password their password on other platforms is also exposed. Indeed, passwords are usually stored in encrypted format. However, many passwords are not that complex and can be recovered using a variety of attacks, including a very simple brute force attack. Because of these GPUs and stuff, anyone can, like we did like a week ago, right? We hacked a hash and all these things. So it's not that hard to find things. What is the top country with light HTTP servers? So we can look for that. Light okay, I can't search on here. Let's see. Service. Can I search for service? This is the name, right? Li HTTP. Let's see. What is the top country? United States. So you can search with any of the server or any of the websites. You can find a particular service. I can search for Google Nest and I will find. What does Bitdefender flags detect the file with the hash? So hash of a file, if you don't know, is like a fingerprint of the file. So I can actually go here, right? Search. You can see for file hash here. It says it's a Trojan, right? Mod APK Pro Unlock latest version APK. So this is for what's this called? APK is like for Android. A bunch of them says undetected, but these two says they are Android Risk Agent LHH. So this one, Bitdefender flags, that's our guy. Bitdefender, where's Bitdefender? Bitdefender flags, that's the name. Sorry, I didn't see earlier. So it is Android Riskware Agent LHH. So don't, if you find a file and you try to get a hash or fingerprint of it, type it, you get an answer. Vulnerabilities and exploits. So this one we'll cover tomorrow because I have to go. I have some meeting for work. But please, thank you so much for the messages, right? Such a great viewing. Tomorrow we will cover the vulnerabilities and exploit, technical documentation and social media, and most importantly, I will show you how I'm going to develop with just one of this. I'm going to develop and show you a bit of an idea what my second brain will look like, which you all can access, and maybe I can create an AI agent for this, right? So hopefully you guys like it. Please like, share, subscribe, and yeah, that's it. Help everyone. You can join the Discord, right? Because that's where you can ask me questions. You can request whatever you want to ask me, or anything you want me to cover in future in terms of, let's say, a particular challenge, anything like that. And yeah, sorry for a long, short stream today. Have just a lot of work coming forward. But tomorrow will be a long stream. This week will be a lot more longs because next week might be a bit busy. So this week I will make up for it. But thank you so much, everyone. Just thank you. Yeah, like I don't know what else to say. I'm just grateful. So many people are coming. So many messages. Thank you, Rabbit, for all the messages. Have a good one. Have a great night. Do get some good sleep. Help everyone. Give somebody a smile and a praise. This is your hacker that can never be silenced. Your favorite censored hacker. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Peace out. Bye. Bye, everyone. Good night.